Welcome to Gutter Trash, episode 232. Zardoz, my name is Eric.
I'm Jason. We watched Zardoz.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Good night.
What happened?
Holy shit.
Oh my god. So this movie is about
Oh, I would love to hear you try to explain what this movie is. I don't know where to go. What did we just watch? What just happened?
well, this starts off with Sean Connery dressed like Vampirilla. And then God vomits a bunch of guns. and then he and then Sean Connery gets inside of God's mouth, and he hides in a big pile of sawdust. And then he kills the guy with the vagina on his chin. And then he goes to heaven, and then he has sex with a bunch of women, and they talk about his penis for a while. And then he uses his sweat to wake up a bunch of zombie people. And then it's over. Zardoz.
Oh, no. Is this now officially the worst podcast we've ever done?
Oh. This is the worst movie ever filmed. There's no question. There is no close second.
It's the worst movie ever. And you all need to see it. Right now. Because nothing we say will ever do it justice.
Oh my god.
Nothing can prepare you for how terrible and fucking bizarre this movie is.
Oh.
We have just laughed for 5 minutes straight.
Oh my god. It's so weird. It's so weird.
So fucking bizarre. I don't. This movie is terrible. This movie is fucking awful.
So bad.
But so worth watching.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh. There's nothing we can say. There's nothing.
There are no words for this.
Oh shit.
We should have been high when we watched it, though. That's all I can think of.
Yep. Oh, we're drunk. That's something. But not enough.
Not enough. Not enough. I'm not even drunk. I've had almost one beer.
I am super drunk. I have drank an entire bottle of whiskey. I can keep. If I was sober, I wouldn't be able to keep it together.
No. There's nothing. There are no words in the English language to describe what we just witnessed.
No.
There it is.
Oh my Christ.
You want to take a break?
We might have to. Okay, let's take a break.
Hey, welcome back to Gutter Trash.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
So what's been going on?
That can't be all we say, is it?
About Zardoz?
Yeah.
I don't know what else to say about that movie.
This feels like a cheat. We should say something, right? I mean, we've pretty much said the sum of it all.
Yeah.
It's the worst movie ever.
It is, without a doubt.
Yeah.
Like, without a doubt. The worst movie I've ever seen.
Yeah. Oh, and we watched Goliath.
Yeah, we've seen Goliath and you know Ed Wood movies that aren't Plan 9 and Glen or Glinda. I'm like the bad ones.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, shit. This hurts.
Yeah. It's so crazy.
Oh, fuck. Excuse me.
Usually a movie that has more bare-breasted women than plot points is awesome.
Right.
Not this one.
No.
Usually movies with Sean Connery with guns.
Right.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, Sean Connery's awesome. Usually.
Not in this one.
No. I don't get it. What was this? What was it?
Is it like some sort of deep commentary on like violence in society? There's
and religion?
Yeah. Like how religion would save you, but only if you no.
'Cause it's kind of anti-religious.
Yeah. It's like a weird fever dream of drug-induced paranoia and 70s sexual frustration.
Yeah. Fever is a good word.
Yeah.
Because, look, I'm hot and sweaty right now.
Yeah.
Just because I'm so lost.
It's there's so much craziness. I mean, there's people with people on horses with guns and like giant floating stone heads that speak to them and
Right. Vomit guns.
Vomit guns. There's
people wrapped in plastic
Oh yeah.
for no reason.
Yeah, like
No reason.
and
It's never explained.
there's a dude that looks like a cross between he's like some sort of love child of Jimmy Stewart and Gene Wilder. There's that guy. There's a ton of naked, bare-breasted women. There's a cartoon about Sean Connery's dick.
Yeah, there is. I totally forgot about that.
It's so fucking dumb and crazy.
Yeah. Holy shit.
And with all of that, it's still like so boring.
Oh, yeah.
My mind wandered so much.
Yep.
Oh man.
Oh, the guy who directed this movie, the movie he did before this was Deliverance.
What?
Yeah.
That was the same guy.
Same guy.
How is that possible? I mean, he wrote, produced, and directed this movie all by himself.
Yeah.
This was his baby. This is his vision. Unobstructed by plot or coherence.
Oh, God. What? Just, what? Oh, man.
Yeah.
See it. Just see it.
You have to.
You have to.
You have to.
It's the worst thing ever, but just see it.
Don't watch it alone.
No. This is...
It will hurt yourself.
Oh. If you hadn't have picked this, I would have watched it by myself.
Oh my god, that would have been horrible. They would have found you dead. No one could survive that alone. Oh man, I'm so sorry, but I'm so happy at the same time.
Don't be sorry. Do not be sorry. Oh.
I saw, like, yeah, we Googled something at Mavericks, and I think I told this story on here.
Yeah.
And then, like, a picture of Sean Connery in that outfit came up.
Yeah.
And then we were like, what the hell? And then, like, we Googled some more, like, and we found out it was a movie, and we saw images from the movie, and we were like, wow, it looks so ridiculous. All these statues and, like, costumes and horses and, you know, weird sets. And
Yeah.
I was like, this has got to be fun. And it's, oh my god, though. It's fun in parts and places,
Yeah.
but it is grueling.
Yeah, it is. Oh, man. Like, I kept looking at the time. Because how much longer could this go on?
Right.
I actually literally said at one point, please be over.
I just kept drinking, hoping to dull the pain.
I kept drinking as well. Because, again, I'm fucked.
I swear I'm still sober. I mean, like I said, this is only I'm still finishing my first
You just
beer.
had one beer.
Yeah.
I drank an entire bottle of whiskey.
Yeah.
An entire bottle.
Oh my gosh.
And this movie was still awful.
I really think this is a movie that you should be some sort of high when you watch.
Yeah.
It's just like maybe you can glean some sort of sense out of it then. Like, you could impose your own sense of order and
Yeah. This is entirely a drug-induced movie.
yeah.
Whatever John Borman was on when he wrote and produced this film.
Whatever the Deliverance money got him.
Right.
He bought something they'd never bought before. And it fucked his world up. Wow, I had no idea. So, do you know what he did after this?
Couple things. Excalibur.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
The Emerald Forest. Yeah, just a couple of things.
But this
here.
movie, like, you gotta figure, like,
Still working. He's still doing stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
You would think, like, sometime during the filming of this, somebody would have, like maybe one of the actors that had been in a number of scenes or something, or maybe, like, someone that, like, co-produced. I don't know if there was a co-producer, but someone surely said, like, "Hey, John, I don't know, man. I'm just not real sure about this."
Well, the thing that I kept thinking throughout the entire movie was that Sean Connery was in this. I mean, Sean Connery read the script before he agreed to do this.
Yeah.
What was he thinking?
He read all the naked ladies, the topless women that were in it.
It's like, oh, I get to show off my package
Yeah.
throughout this entire movie.
For all these lasses. But
They get to stroke my hairy chest.
yeah. And there's a point where he gets to fondle, and he gets to rape a woman who's entangled in a net.
Mm-hmm. It's every actor's dream.
Yeah. Oh my god. It's so weird.
I mean, it's a movie. It's a major movie.
Yeah.
Deliverance was, I believe it was a hit. It was popular, at least.
Yeah.
Somewhat successful, I'm assuming.
At least cult-wise.
Right, yeah.
But
I'm assuming that...
it made money off the bat, then.
Right. So I'm assuming that anything that this director did afterwards had to go through, like, just a series of channels.
Yeah, right.
It had to be approved by somebody.
Maybe there was no editor, though. Maybe they were just like, man, Deliverance, spot on, buddy. Do whatever you want. And he was like, I've had a dream since my childhood. It's about immortality, and it does bring up an interesting point. I remember when I was a kid, I was probably like 7 years old, and I was in church, and they were talking about everlasting life in heaven, and I remember asking my mom, I was like, so, like, when you get to heaven, you just, like, never die? Like, you just live forever? Right. She's like, yep, forever and ever. And, like, forever, as long as you can imagine, it's like, millions and millions and millions of times that, plus it never ends.
Right.
And I remember being so scared because that was so, like, I can vividly remember exactly where we were sitting when this happened, and I was, like, 7 years old, because I was like, that is so fucking scary.
Right.
Like, it just never ends. Like,
right.
It made me feel claustrophobic.
Immortality sounds awful.
Yeah, doesn't it?
Yeah, I don't want any part of that. So maybe this movie is a genius.
Yeah, maybe it's so above what our society deems acceptable that we have to laugh it off as if it's trivial.
Right.
Yet it is maybe perhaps the most poignant film
could be
ever made.
Or it's just the worst.
It's probably the worst.
It's the worst.
It's the worst movie ever. I mean, this isn't something that we're taking lightly. I mean, like, say there's, like, if you line up every bad movie, like, you take the DVD cases and you line them all up, like the top 100 worst movies ever. The first 99 would be like right here in your apartment, and we would have to drive 10 miles down the road to set Zardoz in the next spot. That is how bad this movie is.
It's so terrible. Holy shit! Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense.
No, not at all. It's
The trailer even even the trailer, because we watched the trailer after the movie, and it's got all the like crazy like action shots in it, like where he's like sliding down the hill in his panties, and like all the horses and like all the crazy stuff. But even that, like, it does, like, there's no narration. It gives you nothing. Like, there's some words on the screen, but it gives you nothing. Like, it doesn't tell you what it's about.
Nope.
And yeah,
it is crazy bullshit. This movie, the entire movie, is crazy bullshit.
It's crazy bullshit. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm glad that at least we made an attempt here to talk about it instead of the 5 minutes of continuous laughter.
Well,
during
during the break, we discussed. We were like, I guess that's it, right? I mean, we were like, there's nothing we can say, but we regrouped.
Yeah.
We got back in here.
Right.
And this is the best we could do.
The truly is.
This is the best anybody could do.
I think so. Yeah. There literally just are no words.
We challenge you to watch this movie and have some sort of semblance of commentary about it. There is a DVD commentary, which I am so fucking curious.
Oh, me too.
Is it just like 2 hours of him apologizing?
Right. Because I'm not a commentary guy.
Right.
Like I watch a movie and the movie is the movie, and I don't need the director or the writer or the actor to explain it to me.
Mm-hmm.
But this is one where,
you're curious.
I want him to try to explain to me what the fuck he was thinking.
Yeah, I mean, because if he recorded this 20, 25 years later or whatever,
right?
Maybe he does have like he's looking back and like, wow, maybe this does need a little more explanation.
Right, yeah. Because, I mean, even today we were having a conversation, and it's like we were talking about stuff that we liked as a 14-year-old.
Right.
20 years later now, it's there are some stuff that we don't like anymore that we used to love.
Oh, loved it.
Right, yeah. So, yeah, maybe it's the same thing,
Yeah. He's got a new perspective.
Right. Of course, this was 40 years ago for that guy.
Was it?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know when this DVD came out, but...
Right. Not soon enough.
Right.
That's when it came out.
I mean, hell, this could be a... Because, again, the director, he's still working. He's still doing stuff.
Right.
But, I mean...
So he didn't lose his mind on this.
Nope. Yeah. I mean, I don't think he ever did anything as big as Deliverance.
Right.
After this, but...
or as bizarre as this, probably.
Right, yeah. I mean, who knows? Half the movies that, I read on his list I'd never even heard of. But, I mean... yeah, I mean, who knows? I mean, this could have been, a Laserdisc commentary that he did back in, the 80s or something.
Right. I'm curious.
I'm super curious.
Not curious enough to listen to it tonight.
No,
but,
yeah.
But,
yeah, that's the thing. I don't know that I actually want to watch the movie again just to listen to that.
Yeah, maybe just, listen to it while you're drawing or something.
Right, yeah.
And then, look up when he's like, this scene here, maybe.
Right, yeah.
Where you're like, oh, okay, that scene. Oh.
It's just watch it. You need to experience this for yourself.
Yeah.
Because it is a mind fuck.
You know what's bizarre to me? And I swear this is bizarre to me. I had never, ever, ever heard of this movie until a couple weeks ago.
Right.
And it has Sean Connery in it.
Yeah.
He's the main actor in the movie. It's not like, he's...
I would say he's the only recognizable actor.
Yeah.
And I'd never heard of anyone else in the cast.
And I've never heard of it. And it's that, everyone that sees this would have a strong opinion on it. And no one has ever mentioned this to me. So it makes me wonder, how no one has, commented on this to me in the last 30 years.
Right. I had heard of it, but mostly just because it's ridiculousness.
Right.
You know, just and usually just involving like the screen capture of Sean Connery with his loincloth and bandolier.
Right. His bullet belt bandolier.
Yeah.
So, did people say like this is just a bad movie, or did they go like into detail about how crazy it was?
Usually, like the response is that like it's just a batshit movie.
Yeah.
and I mean, like because of things like that, like I have this in my Netflix queue.
Right.
66 movies from now, I would have watched this by myself.
Oh dear Lord, that would have been an awful experience.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Would you just sit through the whole thing if you would have been by yourself?
No.
Yeah. I'll say I don't think I would have.
Not at all. No. Yeah. I would have.
Like even if we would have just been watching it, not for the show, like together, I would have suggested turning it off.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. I think the only reason that we concluded this thing to its bitter end was because we had to come and talk about it.
Yeah. This kind of was the Evil Ernie of movies. Or the Evil Ernie Resurrection or whatever.
Right.
Because the first Evil... Or what was the original Evil Ernie miniseries? Because I actually liked that one.
It was just Evil Ernie.
I liked that one. Or, of course, I liked it when I was 13.
Right, yeah. Yeah, I can't even remember the thing that we reviewed.
Evil Ernie, blah, 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 blah. It was like Armageddon or something.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Also, who the fuck cares?
Yeah.
Because it's Evil Ernie.
Yeah. They brought Evil Ernie back this year. Yeah.
I'm sure it was not great.
Oh, I bet not. We sold out of it, though. All 3 copies. Oh.
So I know that whenever we watch a particularly terrible movie that you wind up picking, you apologize, but don't feel the need to apologize for this. If anyone needs to apologize, it's John Borman and Sean Connery.
Yeah, because you'd think, like you mentioned earlier, Sean Connery had to have read this and been like, there's something about this that I like.
Right, yeah.
Because clearly, he's he was James Bond.
Right.
He could pick and choose, right?
Yeah.
He didn't have to take whatever came to the door.
No, yeah, he's made pretty good movies in the past. Yeah.
Before this even.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so crazy. How?
I can only imagine drugs. Just
lots of
drugs had to be involved from the beginning to the end.
Everybody was fucking each other.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy.
70s filmmaking, man.
Yeah.
That's pretty much what it comes down to.
Yeah, there's like the first 8 minutes of the movie, nobody speaks, I believe. Other than the floating head at the beginning.
Right, Zardoz.
That gives the intro to the movie.
Right.
It's just a floating head that appears in the blackness and talks directly to us, the viewer.
Yep.
And I don't mean he's like, one day this happened. He's talking to us,
right, yeah.
Mentioning us by name.
Yep.
And not Eric and Jason, but,
Right, yeah, no, yeah.
as the viewers in the audience.
I just spilled water all over myself.
That cools you down. But yeah, wow.
Yeah, it sure does kind of cool me down.
What a movie.
Oh, man, yeah. There's nothing else we can say. It needs to be watched, but just be warned that it is fucking awful. Get drunk,
get some drugs,
get high,
get some drugs,
get a bunch of friends together, and watch this movie.
Yeah. Maybe take some breaks.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
I wish we would have.
Yeah. No, we persevered. I thought you were going to pause it a couple different times, but...
Right, yeah.
But no, we persevered, man. Straight through.
I did accidentally hit the rewind button at one point.
Which is a horrible thing to do during that movie.
Oh, man. So, we already took one break. Do you want to take another?
Nah, I'm good.
Okay, alright.
Unless you need one.
Nah, I don't need one. How's it been going?
Oh, it's good. I'm actually excited. I'm off tomorrow for Memorial Day, so I have a 3-day weekend.
Nice.
Which is great.
Yeah. I got one too.
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah. What are you doing with your 3-day weekend? Anything?
No.
Just chilling.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, me too. I'm doing some drawing.
I did some drawing as well.
Did some reading today, too. Did some reading.
I also did some reading.
Yeah.
I went to my folks like to. It's a holiday weekend. My folks like to cook out, and it is despite being Memorial Day, which is the day we're supposed to remember our fallen soldiers. It's also sort of the kickoff of grilling season,
Right.
Which I'm
soldiers like to grill, I'm sure. Right?
Soldiers like to grill.
Yeah.
They would be dead soldiers would be totally behind grilling shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Live or dead.
Exactly.
Sure. Yeah.
So, they're into it, and I'm into it. And, my parents had it's just us, my parents and me, but, we had a cookout today. And, we'll probably have another one tomorrow.
Sweet.
Eating lots of,
double cookout.
Double cookout.
Oh, that's cool.
Well, my parents, they like to grill shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They were grilling stuff, a couple weeks ago.
Right.
As soon as the weather turns nice, it's time to start grilling.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And the pool's open tomorrow.
The pool's open, yeah.
It's pretty exciting.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't swim.
I don't swim anymore. I would like to swim. But I don't go to public pools or anything like that.
Because kids piss on them and stuff.
Well, yeah, mostly the kids.
Yeah.
And just shitty adults.
Mm-hmm.
Kids and shitty adults.
Yeah, there's a correlation there.
Yeah, there is. Stuff.
Huh.
No, yeah, went to my parents' house, ate some burgers and some sausages.
It's cool.
It was all good.
It's cool.
Tomorrow I'll go over and my mom's making barbecue chicken and ribs and corn on the cob with potatoes au gratin.
Wow.
And baked beans.
Nice.
Yeah.
Sounds delish.
It is pretty delish. And but before then, I'll probably just sit around here and draw for a while, or color at least.
Sweet.
I did made a trek today.
Oh.
Yeah.
A Star Trek?
No.
No.
I did that Friday. Though.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, today I made a trek to one of the many comic shops here in the Dayton area that I don't normally go to.
Really?
Yeah.
Which one?
I went to Bookery Fantasy.
Bookery Fantasy, the fantasy way to buy books. I don't know. Is that their... I'll sell them that if they come knocking.
Alright, yeah.
$80. $80. It's yours.
Sounds reasonable.
Yeah, I'll even sing it.
Yeah. But you work at a comic shop. Or
Sort of.
Used to be a comic shop. I shop there semi-regularly, but occasionally I'll venture out to one of the other comic shops in there. There are like, what, 5?
There's, at least, yeah.
There's Bell Book and Comic, which is the not good comic shop.
There's I can neither confirm or deny that. There's Superfly.
Superfly, which I've never been to.
It's actually a really good shop. I like it.
Isn't there one downtown on like St. Clair or 2nd Street or something like that?
In Dayton?
Yeah.
Not that I know of.
At least there used to be one.
There used to be one called TAF.
That's it. Yeah.
I don't think he's there. I think he's all internet now.
Okay. Right.
Which is similar to Fearless Reader. He's
right.
all internet.
Which is yet another comic shop.
That's a great one, too.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's good for back issues.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Bell Book is not bad for back issues either.
I got a lot of my Rob Liefeld collection there for $1 each.
Yeah. I went there a couple weeks ago, and I was able to buy a couple back issues that I'd been looking for that Mavericks did not have.
Sweet.
And they also had a couple long boxes full of leftover free comic book day books.
Oh, they must not have had anybody come in on free comic book day.
I guess not. Yeah, because there was literally like 3 long boxes full of free comic book day stuff.
That's crazy.
Yeah. It's still free.
I bet they just ordered a ton because I heard they had people like lined up out the door
Really?
for most of Free Comic Day.
Yeah, it's weird.
They must have just ordered like millions of them.
Yeah. I mean, there was like some of the books that they didn't have. Like, they didn't have like the whatever Marvel or DC offered, and they didn't have the Walking Dead book, but they had like everything else.
Like Pippi Longstockings and stuff like
Right,
that.
yeah. The Strangers. And,
Right.
yeah. So I grabbed a couple of those that I did not get at Mavericks. I went to Bookery Fantasy today, and they're the comic shop that I used to shop at when I was a young teenager.
Me too. I loved it.
Yeah,
It was my favorite.
they were pretty cool back in the old building.
Mm-hmm. By the firehouse.
Yeah,
That's where I got my Flaming Carrot #1.
nice. I bought a ton of shit there. I've got a John Romita Jr. autographed issue of Daredevil that I bought there.
Oh, that's pretty
It
cool.
was just in the long box.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, it was cover price.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone noticed that it was autographed.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, I used to have a file there and everything.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
I went there and I was just looking for a couple things that I had not been able to find at Mavericks or Bell Book, which are the two closest ones to me. And I got my Avenging Spider-Man #9.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And my missing issue of John Byrne's Next Men.
Oh, the newer one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then after I bought those, I went across the street to their annex,
Yeah.
which is their discount comic section. Or at least half of it is a gaming section, half of it is discount books.
Ooh. Do you have to walk through the gaming to get to the comic?
You do, yeah.
Oh, so I'll never be there then.
Luckily, it is just mostly board games, it looks like.
Oh, okay.
Board games and like old school like D&D stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe they have their Magic in a different place. So it's... In fact, I don't know that they even have Magic there.
Really?
Yeah. Because, I mean, just based on going to, Bell Book and the Mavericks, there would surely be, a ton of horrible people asking dumb fucking questions and being awful.
Loud and not
Right,
obnoxious.
yeah. And
Right.
I never see that there.
Okay, maybe it's in a whole separate... Maybe they have a third building.
Could be. I know they have 2 separate basements. So maybe they have their Magic stuff in the basement.
Yeah.
Hiding the shit away from everyone else. Because, they mostly just have, like, little figurines and Warhammer stuff. And
That's a little more tolerable.
it's a little more tolerable. I don't like any of it. But,
Right.
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 It's better than Magic.
Oh, yeah.
And they
Most
have,
things are.
No,
Zardoz is better than Magic.
Yep. I went to the discount book section and bought like 3 books. I almost bought a 4th. I may go back tomorrow before I go to my parents' house and buy that other book.
Are they open tomorrow?
I hope they are. I would assume they are.
Memorial Day? I don't
Yeah.
know. I mean, we're shortened hours.
Are you?
We're 12 to 5 instead of 10 to 8 tomorrow. It's a slow day every Memorial Day, so we...
Really? I
Yeah.
would assume it would be a busier day.
Everybody's, like, cooking out and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, today was like, the Indy 500 and all that. So I figured
Everybody's going to
people
the
would
pool. There's at the pool.
Yeah.
They do all that stuff.
Yeah. I mean, it's not going to be... It's going to rain tomorrow, and it's going to be in the 60s, so it's not exactly a pool day.
Right. Right. You never know.
Yeah, I don't know.
So, did you buy trade paperbacks?
I did. I bought 2 trade paperbacks that... I walked in, and they have like a couple of different sections where they have trades and stuff. But they had one of the Paul Grist Kane trade paperbacks, and I was like, ooh, and it was like $4.
Yeah.
And so I picked it up, and but then I had to like look at my phone to make sure that I had to get online to make sure that it was, because I have a database
Nice.
of like all my books. I had to make sure that it was one that I didn't already own or anything like that, and I already owned it. So I started looking around, and I wound up then finding 2 of the Kane graphic novels or trade paperbacks that I did not have.
Nice. Nice.
And they had those for like $6 and $7 each, which was like, less
Half
than
the cover.
or more than half price actually.
Right.
or whatever. You know what I mean?
Cheaper than half price.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
The one that I want to go back and get, because I was at the main store, buying the back issues, and then I went into like their, I guess like their magazine and like book section.
Oh, okay.
But they had like a whole bunch of like Marvel Essentials and DC showcases and stuff like that. They had the Essential Moon Knight #3, which is a one that I've been wanting for a while, and I haven't really been able to find. And they had that in like the main store, but it was like $20. And I was like, I shouldn't spend that today.
Right.
Even though I wound up spending like a total
more than that.
Yeah, like $30 all day. Yeah.
But you got more for your money.
No, yeah, I did. But then when I went over to the discount section, they had the same Essential Moon Knight for $10. So I think I may go back tomorrow and get that.
Nice.
Yeah.
What if our listeners go get it before you?
They won't.
Okay.
Because this won't come out by then.
Okay, yeah, nice. Are we even still recording?
Oh, yeah, we're still
Okay.
recording. I hope.
Yeah. Yeah, who knows?
Yeah. But then they had like the 2 Kane graphic novels that I didn't have, and so now I have the entire Kane collection.
Are there like 6?
6 total.
Yeah, okay. Because I've got a couple that I bought when I went to Fearless Reader for their bulk thing.
Yeah.
And I don't know which ones. Like, I don't think I have the first one, but I don't think I have the last one either. I think it's just a couple in the middle.
Yeah.
So I didn't know how many they made.
I knew I had the first one, and I knew that I bought one when I think the last time you and I went to Chicago.
Okay.
At
Challengers?
Yeah.
Yeah, they had a lot of half-price stuff there.
Yeah, and but then when I was doing my database collecting, trying to figure out what all I have and what I don't have, it turns out that I had a lot more Kane trade paperbacks than I thought I did.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You got doubles of the first one?
No, I do not. But I do have like the first 4.
Okay.
And like I didn't know that I had the first 4. I knew I had the first and I had the 4th.
Maybe I'll look tonight and see which ones I have, and if like they have one that I don't have, maybe I'll email you.
Yeah, do that because they had others.
Okay.
I think they had 2, 3. I think I bought 5 and 6, and that was it for those. Mm-hmm. But I think they have 2, 3, and 4.
Yeah, because I'd love to read those. I don't think I have the first one at least. So.
Yeah. I mean, they may have the first one, so I don't know. But yeah, I think I'm going to go back tomorrow. So
sweet. Well, I hope they're open.
Yeah, I hope so too.
Yeah. No, were they kind of dickish today?
No, they were not.
Really? Okay.
No, yeah.
Because I haven't been there in a long time. Last time I was there, the guys that were there kind of dickish.
Right.
And I've heard more than a couple people say they're still a little dickish.
They've sort of always been dickish. Well, like even when I was a regular customer there, they weren't great.
I remember there was 2 guys. There was, I think, Steve and Kevin was the other guy's name. That were always really cool when I was a kid. Like they were really nice to me and like talked to me and like obviously didn't have a lot of money. I was like 14,
right?
And they weren't perverts, so there was like neither one of those things going on. But yeah, I really liked both of those guys. But ever since those guys left. Yeah, last couple times I went there, it was just kind of like some chodes there.
When I was over at the main store, there was one guy working for sure, an older guy, and he was pleasant enough. Like
maybe Tim. Maybe I think he's the owner.
It could be. Yeah. He wasn't helpful or anything like that, but as a comic book reader, I can generally help myself.
Right. Yeah. and going into a comic shop, there's generally no one helpful working.
Right. Yeah.
At any of them, they're just. I'm
either they're looking for something specific, and I know exactly where I can get it, or I'm looking for just whatever captures my eye.
Right. You're just window shopping.
Right. Yeah.
With money to burn.
Exactly. Yeah. So, it's not like whenever I go to a comic shop I ever need help.
Right. It's not like you have an EDH list and you have no idea what sets they're from.
Right.
Because you're not a fucking asshole.
Exactly.
No. You're a comic book reader.
But, overall it was nobody went out of their way to try to help me find anything, but,
right.
Nobody also treated me like shit when I was there.
Yeah,
So,
that's it's acceptable. Yeah.
Right. And honestly, like as soon as I saw the two Kane trade paperbacks, I was just like, well, I'm done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is that why you went there, just to look around?
I went there specifically to look for
the Avenging Spider-Man.
The Avenging Spider-Man, because I couldn't find it anywhere else. And then while I was there, I was like, let me see what next men they have. And then, like, I left, and like I wound up, because I parked on the side where the annex is.
All right.
And I was like, well, I'll go into the discount part, see what they have. Maybe I'll go into the basement and see what dollar books they have.
I've never been to the discount part.
Really?
Yeah, never.
Really? I'd recommend it.
Yeah.
They have some pretty good stuff there.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's...
I think the last time I was there, they didn't have the discount store.
So it's been a while.
It's been a long time.
Because, that's been around for at least 5 years.
I'd say it's been probably close to 10 years. Because I think I lived on Wyoming Street last time I went there. So, it's been...
I would recommend it. Because, like, I've gone to the discount part and seen just, like, a whole bunch of just weird stuff that, like, and then,
right.
You're
like, ooh, Zardoz, the comic book adaptation.
Right, yeah, and it's only $3.
Is there a Zardoz comic adaptation? A Marvel graphic novel?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh, no. Stealing myself. I during the break, we were laughing so hard, I honestly, for a second, thought I might pass out from lack of oxygen. I was like, I can't go on.
Yeah.
So, are you collecting Avenging Spider-Man, or are you just buying the ones like that Joe Mad does, or?
No, I recently got into Captain Marvel, the Carol Danvers,
the reboot, Captain Marvel reboot.
Sort of reboot. It's not really a reboot, but just
the Marvel Now version.
Right? Yeah. Kelly Sue DeConnick writes it. And, I guess her first appearance as Captain Marvel. Because she was, just Ms. Marvel or whatever, with the old, butt-bearing costume and all that. This is like her first appearance in the new costume with the new name. It was in these 2 issues of Avenging Spider-Man, so I was just like, meh, yeah.
Okay.
I'll pick them up, because I bought the first 2 trades of the Captain Marvel series.
All right.
And enjoyed it quite a bit.
That's cool.
I've talked about it recently on the Stupid Six podcast.
I was gonna say, I know your co-host and the co-host in my life.
Yeah.
Really likes it. So.
Do you know that you are referred to repeatedly on that show as our boyfriend?
No,
Yeah.
I've never actually listened to the show, which is weird. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I just never have 7 hours to kill.
It's a very long show. Can't deny that.
How long did it go yesterday? I haven't talked.
2.5 hours.
That's not terrible.
It's not too terrible. Yeah.
I haven't talked to her since the recording.
Yeah. So, she and I only see each other about once a month, so there's a lot of stuff to talk about.
Yeah, some catching up to do.
Yeah.
Plus, you guys, you could bring up a lot of things that I would just be like, I don't know what that is.
Right, exactly.
So, you save some of that stuff, I'm sure.
Yeah. We in the most recent episode up now, we talked about Star Trek Into Darkness, Iron Man 3, and Captain Marvel.
And you spoil them all.
We spoiled the fuck out of Star Trek.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I should not listen to that one yet.
If you want to see Star Trek, you probably should not.
Okay.
If you want to see Iron Man, we totally avoided all spoilers for that.
I want to see both, but I don't have a burning desire to see either. I'll just watch them eventually. So,
right.
But I'll wait because I don't want to spoilers.
I would totally recommend Iron Man above Star Trek.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would say it's almost a must see.
Maybe Tuesday morning. I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah.
I've got a art project I have to have finished by Tuesday night.
Right.
And if it looks like I'm gonna have it done, I might go to the movie Tuesday. But if I'm not sure, then I can't.
Right.
But yeah.
And then I was missing an issue of Next Men, as I discovered when I was compiling everything, and I don't know how I was missing it, because it it was on my list at Mavericks, and then when I switched over to the mail order, it was like one of the first things I added. But I was still missing an issue.
I'm gonna go with that mail order place's fault. That's my gut instinct.
So they had both of those, and then like I said, it was just by chance that I went to the discount part and just found those books that
That's cool.
Like, hey,
That's cool. Yeah, I might go sometime once I get all my shit in order, and like I'm actually gonna try to sell some stuff to Fearless Reader, just stuff that like Mavericks would never buy, like small press stuff from the 80s and 90s. And
yeah, I would imagine like Fearless Readers being like the online order that they are, you would be more accepting of just weird random things or stuff that
like they have literally sold my comics, comics that I drew at their conventions, unbeknownst to them even. So yeah, I mean they have a little bit of everything.
I mean, even like last week, I was on their website and I almost wound up buying like $40 worth of Question comics.
See, that's the cool thing about those websites, like Fearless Reader, who have so much, because you can go there for one thing and then just like discover all these other and cheap. They're like a buck each.
Dollar piece.
Yeah. I kind of wish I worked for Fearless Reader instead of Mavericks because it's all comics and there's no customers.
Right. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I mean, shit.
You know the guy. Why don't you?
Well, I was thinking about it. Other than like, he's really good friends with Jack. Like, they go have beers together and go to shows together. So I'm like,
that would be kind of a betrayal. Almost.
Yeah. I don't know if he would go for that. But Mavericks goes out of business, and I don't get another job.
Right.
That would be the first place I'd try.
I wish you luck.
Yeah. On Mavericks going out of business.
No, I don't wish you luck on that because that's going to happen.
It's like.
That's just inevitable.
It's like wishing me luck that the sun will come up tomorrow.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, that sun's coming up soon.
So what have you been doing?
I've been working. Working both my jobs. I'm keeping busy.
Nice.
Keeping busy. That's about it. I'm getting ready for a couple weeks from now in Chicago. Pretty excited about that.
I am not. Because I'm not going.
Yeah.
This is
I know,
my first not being able to go to Chicago in like a couple of years.
Yeah. Yeah, we usually go to Chicago together.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been there several times without you before. Like,
and I've been there many times without you.
Right. Yeah. But still, it's kind of
become the past 5 years. It's become a tradition for us.
This year is weird because like it's become a tradition. The last 3 years, Kathleen and I went to Toronto together.
Right.
And then this year, she didn't go.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is the year of.
I may go to Toronto with you next year.
Yeah.
I think I've decided that.
Well, you were invited by Becky Cloonan.
I know I was. Yeah. I just if I can save enough money and get a passport, I may go with you guys.
Passport is important.
Yeah. And I'll stay in your room with you.
Oh, perfect. Because the room is about the size of the office that we're in right now, which is like 12 by 8.
Sweet. I'll just hide in my corner. You guys can do
whatever. We would never even know you're there.
Yeah.
There is a balcony. You could just sleep on the balcony.
Oh, there we go. I'll be like Doogie.
Yeah, that's right.
That one time we went to Columbus with him.
You slept on the balcony.
Yeah, I slept on the roof.
Yeah. That's our Doogie.
And it was like 30 degrees out.
Yeah, it was chilly.
Yeah.
Of course, I think Garbage Pail Kids, the movie, was playing inside the house, so he made the right decision.
Yeah. So, should I pick a comic?
Sure, let's pick a comic.
All right.
Something to read on this holiday weekend.
Yeah. So this morning, last night after you left drawing night, and then this morning I read a comic, and I was like, well, this will just be my pick.
Yeah.
And then I went to the bookery today, and I found a graphic novel that I have not mentioned. And I was like, nope, this is my new comic.
Okay.
So I'm picking something that I just bought today.
So you haven't read it yet?
So I have not read it yet.
Okay.
But the book I was going to pick was Ghost, the Kelly Sue DeConnick Phil Noto revamp of the Dark Horse comic.
Okay.
And it was okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I would have expected. Okay.
Yeah. So hopefully this one is a little more interesting because there's a high concept to it.
Oh.
So hopefully there's a little more to talk about because that was the thing. Like I read Ghost and it was just like, it's fine, but I don't think
it's just entertaining.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Yeah.
So hopefully with this there'll be a little more to talk about. I hope, but it is actually by Kelly Sue DeConnick's husband, Matt Fraction. And it is a comic called The Five Fists of Science.
The Five Fists of Science.
Yes.
Never heard of it.
It is a graphic novel. Came out, I think around 2006, something like that. It was like one of the first things that he did.
Wow.
And it's a graphic novel about Mark Twain and Nikola Tesla teaming up to fight crime.
Awesome. Awesome. Who drew it? Do you know? Sorry to put you on the spot.
Yeah.
I was just trying to remember if I
can't remember the name right now.
I was trying to jar my memory in case I've seen it. Okay, well, yeah, I'm down with that.
Yeah. Bought it for $4 today.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do they have a second copy?
Huh?
Do they have a second copy?
They did not. And it's weird because I guess they're doing a new printing of it, and it's going to be available like in August or something like that. Because Image was selling it through... it's in the new previews as being offered again, And I almost ordered it through my online ordering, and I was like, that's like $7-8. I'll wait,
right?
Because like my order was already like almost $100 as it is, and I'm glad I did because I bought a previous printing for $4.
So was it Image originally too?
Yes.
Okay. I don't remember that one, but yeah. That sounds awesome.
All right.
Or at least fun.
Right, yeah.
Hopefully. Of course, so did Zardoz. Zardoz sounded fun, so who knows?
That's true. But Zardoz was fun. And just in a bad movie night kind of way.
Yeah. Yeah, this would have been the great end to the bad movie night.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. This is the final straw in the Bad Movie Night collection. Cool. Five Fists of Science.
5 Fists of Science.
Wait a minute. There's only 4 fists with those 2 guys.
I know.
I'll have to read the book.
Something else will happen.
Wow. maybe the other fist is Sean Connery's penis.
Oh, God. All right, good night.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening to Gutter Trash. You can subscribe to the show from guttertrash.net or from iTunes and leave us a review. Visit guttertrash.net for email information, links to our Facebook and Twitter pages, and for other podcasts and websites in the Gutter Trash Network. Thanks again for listening, and we'll see you next time.